Hi guys, I'm Xavier
And I am Bente.
and we are studying Leisure and Events Management at Breda University of Applied Sciences, and today we are at the beautiful Breda Central Station. This is the beginning of our enticing journey where you can take the dependable public transportations to the scenic locations of our leisure activities.
We are going to a few landscape venues. We ordered them from the north to the south of the stunning city of Breda. To give you a deeper insight on how Breda is structured. First, we will be discussing the petting zoo Parkhoeve, which is located in the north. The second location we will be informing you about is the Reptile House, which is in the middle of Breda. And lastly, we are going to the final location, which is another petting zoo called Wolfslaag.
And we would like to cordially invite you all to our perspective on our leisure aspect. But before we fuck. But before we leave, I have a question for you. Have you ever wondered what it's like spending your free time with different kinds of animals? If so, we will show you what you can expect. Let's go, guys.
Right now we're at Café Parkhoeve, where you can get delightful stuff. For example, you can get warm and cold drinks, and you can get desserts and things for lunch to eat. There are also a lot of delightful things for the kids to eat, like candy or ice cream. And as you can see, I have the menu here in my hands.
Yes, as Bente described, what you can get here, all the delicious snacks and eatery. You can also relax here if it's raining, because right now it's raining outside and it's a good place to get warm and just lay back and enjoy all the products they have to offer. And if you would like to use the bathroom, it's located right there. It's a huge sign with Weisei, so all your needs can be fulfilled here.
This is the end of the barefoot path, which means we are in the stable right now. And we are gonna show you the adorable animals they have in here.
Yes, there are different types of cute and cuddly animals, such as the sheeps and goats, and the baby goats. Yeah, he wants to be in the picture. There's also this friendly guy here. They have their names are on top. If you can see up there, it's Bonte, Anna, Lily. Oh, sorry, my bad. Bo, Anna, and Lily. Who is who? That's for you to find out. Come and find out. Hello, guys. So now for a change of scenery, and instead of being out in the cold, we are now in the warm and cozy reptile house. So in this reptile house, because we focus more on the 2 points of the friendly mammals, we are now focusing the point on reptiles. So for the dinosaur lovers, this is a great opportunity for you to explore your options. Now, the reptile house was first started as a hobby by someone and quickly grew to a zoo. So, for all those entrepreneurs out there, it's possible. Now, the reptile house quickly grew to a zoo. The reptile house quickly grew to a zoo since 2012, and since then, this place has been heartwarmingly welcoming and inviting the guests inside. But not only that they welcome the guests, you also would have to pay. So children from 0 to 2 are free, 3 till 11, 10 euros, 12 to 64 is 12 euros, and 65 plus is free. So there is something here for everyone. Okay.
Hello everyone. Over here you can find a large amount of extraordinary animals. For example, here you can find a lizard. It's going away, but and there's also a colorful camouflaged chameleon. There's a gigantic frog, um, and there are marvelous snakes as well. But that's not the only thing. There are also a lot of facilities. For example, there's a little store where you can get entertaining books and fluffed animals and also things to play with. And of course, you can get delightful food and drinks. And you can also see the animals being fed if you want. And another thing is that you can hold the snake or you can get it around your neck if you would like to, if you're not scared of it. and and there's a little scavenger hunt as well, where you can answer the questions and search for things. So
Hello guys, we are here at Wolfslaar Petting Zoo and we took the dependable bus from the Breda Central Station to come here. But before reaching this location, you had to walk a couple of minutes, around 10 to 15, depending on your speed. But while on that walk, it's very scenic. Scenic in the sense of you get to see different. You walk through a forest, and in this forest, there's a stable with horses, walking paths, bike paths, all before you reach here. And that has to do a little bit with the history of this place. So was previously Wolfslaar was owned by Wolfslaar, Charlotte Storm, and this place used to belong to her. But before her guests would arrive in their golden carriages, they would have a very nice view on the landscapes, on the beautiful ground. Right now, it's very windy, so bear with me, please. But going back to the fact that this place was owned by Charlotte Storm, in the past. Okay, so talking about history, the war, the 80 Years' War took place here during 1518 to 1621, I think. Yeah, the 80 Years' War took place here in the past, and the 80 Years' War entails that it was against the Dutch rebels and the Spanish Inquisition. They wanted to have the war went about the taxation, conservation, and the spreading of the religious backgrounds. But enough about the history. Bento will explain to you what this place has to offer.
Okay, there are a lot of amazing activities to do here for the children. For example, there's a maze to discover. There's water activities also to do, but as you can see, it's a bit cold to do it now. So you can warm up in Charlotte's house, which is a restaurant, and there's also a grocery store, and there's also things to buy there for kids to get to discover the place more. It's also very accessible for wheelchairs over here. And there's also free Wi-Fi, so that's also good.
Yes. Okay, so Benta had introduced a little bit about the facilities, and if it's still unclear, there's always a sign before you enter explaining what they have to offer. So, welcome back, guys. We are now in the stable, and in this stable there are more majestic, beautiful animals which you can see. But before I do that, I will show you what they have to offer in this stable. So in this stable, there are activities for not only kids but for grown-ups. So, for example, you can match the animals with the type of animal, egg, and baby. Not only learning from it, but keeping it interactive so that it sticks with you. And moving further on, there are these little boxes where you put your hands inside and guess which animal it is. Can be quite scary and intimidating at first, but life is all about taking risk. Moving further, there is this plaque of information entailing what kind of aquatic animals or land or terrain animals they have. And now going to the animals, I will show you first that there is a few bunnies here who are just relaxing and chilling. And if you want, you can also pet them. Also, word of advice, you are not allowed to feed the animals here. Now moving on to, oh, what is here? Venute deer eater. Oh yeah. So talking about the animals, this place has is very transparent with the sense of what they feed their animals, how they take care of them, and um, how much love are they getting. Because for example, by the food, what I meant is here is where they keep all the food, and you can see what they are being fed. So, um, yeah, so I was talking about how the place is transparent. And yeah, so as I said, with how the animals are being fed and more information, on each places where the animals are being held at the stables, there is a QR code. Uh,
Over here you also see a tiny mouse. It's the tiniest mouse there is. But except for that, they are also the most acrobatic mouse. As you can see here, it's really climbing everywhere. Um, Whereas other mouse usually want to go on the ground, of course. These mouse really like it to climb. And there's also other animals over here. Here you have a lovely horse. Its name is Wieger, as you can see. And it's a Shetland pony. And as you can see, it eats hay.
So, hey guys, this is the end of our tour, and we will give you a little bit of recap on what we did. So, Bente, could you elaborate?
First we went to Parkhoeve. We saw a lot of animals over there, and there was even a barefooted path. And there was a midget golf court, and there were some other little facilities where you could get a delightful drink or food, or just for your kids to play. Then we went to the reptile house. There were a lot of reptiles to see, of course, and there were also some facilities especially for kids to play and to explore the animals a bit.
And in the reptile house, there were different types of reptiles, so aquatic reptiles, so for example, a turtle, terrain reptiles like lizards, and at the reptile house, you could also experience different sorts of things. So, for example, holding a very wet and cold snake, or feeding the very hungry lizards. After moving from north to south, the most southern part of Breda, we went to Wolfslaar. And in Wolfslaar, it was a bit different compared to the reptile house, of course, because it's mammals and mainly mammals and chickens, birds. So, but the difference between, okay, cut that out. So the Wolfslaar offered a little bit more to Parkhoeve. So for example, there was more facilities there you can make use, like there was a beehive, a very specific place for the bees where you can see what they do, what they provide, and also more interactive scavenger hunts where you would have to go to certain places and look what was under there, and more games in acknowledging our future generation. So, in my personal opinion, Wolfslaar was very. It was quite a big facility for a petting zoo because they were in collaboration with the government, which provides them enough money to be able to have such a huge place. And the reptile house, it was a more private owned place because it started off as someone's hobby and turned into a zoo, sort of. So, and Park Hoover was a mainly fundraising business, so that people would have to raise money for them, or they would have to accept donations. Yes, but if I would have to choose, personally, the reptile house was the most very intriguing and alluring place that one could visit, because you can hold a snake in your hands freely, and also the staff there are very heartwarming and welcoming to all the guests with and they really want to explain you what they know with all their full-hearted passion.
Okay, so my opinion is a bit the same. Wolfslau was very, there was a lot to do, a lot of facilities as well. Yeah, that's of course because they work with the government, but and the reptile house was, there was a lot of things they wanted to let you know, like a lot of things they wanted to explain and let you feel by holding the snake or something. And Parkover was a bit, yeah, it was volunteers and it was a bit, how do you say it? Yeah, a bit small, yeah, smaller than Wolfslau. So my personal opinion, I also liked the reptile house the most because yeah, you could really see the animals being fed and touch a snake.
Okay, that was our video tour. Thank you for joining us. We hope we persuaded you enough to join our leisure activity. Now, see you till next time.